I told him I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. So I can knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down.
Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it is the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series. Tonight we come to the dirt track at Charlotte, along with the Kings of Sling and Sheets Fresh Food Made to Order. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Matty Bailey. Matty, welcome back to the Kings of Sling after taking a week off last week with the virtual John Sykes Memorial. We're back with Kings of Sling here tonight. A double header for us because we've got this followed by some pro late models at Lernerville with the iRacing Champions League.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And it's great to be here. And good afternoon to all the race fans watching online across Facebook and YouTube. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be a cracking show here tonight at the Dirt Track at Charlotte. And hopefully these big block modifiers can put on a show here tonight at the Dirt Track at Charlotte for you, race fans.
Mate, a couple of weeks ago, we were at the Knoxville Raceway. Robbie Swan picked up a victory, and quite a memorable victory because he was so dominant. We said the likes of Dylan Yeager, Logan Rumsey, those drivers try their hand. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the job done. But man, I'll tell you what, we've got Robbie Swan back in the house here tonight, and I got to say, he's got a lot of work to do. Now, albeit we've only got 17 cars signed into the pit area for tonight, but let me tell you, these 17 cars, no doubt that they are really going to be wanting to put on a show for the fans at home, and really want to put on a show because these drivers want to go to victory lane.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's good. Hopefully, see how the track pans out here tonight. Hopefully, we see a multi-groove racetrack here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte. We always know that when we see any category of speedway racing come to the Dirt Track at Charlotte, we always know that this racetrack is going to be multi-groove. So hopefully, we can see what happens here tonight at the Dirt Track at Charlotte. It's going to be a cracker.
Well, we're not too far away from qualifying wrapping up. Then we'll send it straight into heat racing action, followed by maybe a B main, maybe not. Again, with the 17 cars, I don't think that there will be a B main. Cody, welcome in. Kyle Weisenberg, Anthony Karp, good to see you in the house. Mr. Emmerich, the man behind the scenes with the Kings of Sling. Let's take a look at your qualifying results here in the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series. Caleb Durgan goes quick time with a 15.842. Jared Milton second, quick Ryan Conrad third, Jeremy Chris fourth, and Tyler Calhoun rounds out the top five. Matt, just the two heat races on the program for tonight. So we'll take a look at heat race number one. Caleb Durgan lines up the 17 for CJB and ZMR, lining up from the pole position to the outside, the 327. Ryan Conrad will start position number two.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Tyler Calhoun in the 94 car will start from position number 3. Who is outside will be the 213 car of James Boniface.
Then we go back to row number 3 to the inside. It's a 202 entry. Brennan Weig starting position number 5. Position number 6 in the RDR Racing. Number 25, it's Justin Pentacove.
Starting position number 7, row number 4 inside will be the 000 car of Tristan Bailey. To his outside, it is the Ice Cream Man. Hails all the way from Indiana. It's the 90 car of Anthony Karp. And starting down the back of the bus, we saw him take out the win at the Knoxville Raceway. Drive them Ryco Motorsports E-Performance number 16, or should I say 37. It is position number 9, Robbie Swan.
Oh, Matt, we've got the one green signal this time by from Race Control. It looks a little bright, but give it time because we'll have to make an adjustment to the settings for the main event. But heat number 1 over 2, the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series about to kick off once again here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Matty Bailey all night long. Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Durgan, we are racing off turn number 4.
Down to turns 1 and 2 for the first time they go. Durgan with an early race lead. Down the back straight they go. Ryan Conrad makes it up into second position. Then we go back to James Boniface in the 213. Here comes Tyler Calhoun to the inside. Down the main straightaway they go. This time by 1 lap in the books, 8 to go.
And 9 lap heat racing action here. You look at James Boniface to the outside of Tyler Calhoun. Calhoun again trying the inside line. Here comes Boniface staying to the middle of the racetrack. Drifts it up a little bit. Going through the middle was Tyler Calhoun. Brennan Weeks in 5th. Robbie Swan from the back from position number 9. He's up to position number 6.
Yeah, down the back straightaway they go. This time by Robbie Swan. He's got a lot of work to do. New pace scheme on that race car too, Brett, this week. We normally see him in the turquoise screen and white number 37 entry. Tonight in the orange and black number 37 car. So good to see new paint scheme on that machine here for tonight. Down, meanwhile, through turns 3 and 4, down the main straightaway they go, and your race leader is Caleb Durgan.
Yeah, Durgan still holds a 6, nearly 7/10 of a second lead again. Now you watch the 25 from Justin Pendico. He's just fell back to position number 6 as Robbie Swan. He advanced 4 positions in the space of 5 laps back. We get the feeling that he might not be done with just yet here in heat race number 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Down the back straightaway they go into turns number 3 and 4. Robbie Swan looking to make up into position number 4 right now over Tyler Calhoun. Drifts up high out of turn number 4. Down the main straightaway. They've got 3 laps left to go. in heat race number 1. Down to 1 and 2 they go. Durgan, your race leader, then get back to Conrad, Boniface, Calhoun, and Robbie Swan, your top 5. Down to 3 and 4 though. Here comes Swan to the outside. He was looking for position number 4 over Tyler Calhoun. Into turns 1 and 2. Calhoun into the tyres on turn number 1. And that will bring out the caution lights for the first time here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte.
Well, Matt, you know what's coming, don't you? The Ultimate DirtTV instant replay. We see it happen to 94 of Tyler Calhoun. So many times people have tried to move these infield tractor tyres and, well, you know what's coming, don't you, Matthew Bailey?
Absolutely. Tyler, you cannot park there, sir.
There you go. First one of the evening. Gotta say, that now puts Robbie Swan outside row number 2. Matt with a green-white checker. Personally, easier top 3. I don't think he'll get the win, but there's a very good chance that he actually might come home with a second place.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's going to be one to watch for the ages. Robbie Swan, the Ryco Motorsports, number 37, restarting on the outside of the second row. Let's see what he can do, Brett. It's going to be a belt of a finish for heat race number 1.
Certainly is. Wait for the start to come out from Caleb Durgan, waiting for the lights to go out on the safety car. And then it is time to go racing here in heat race number 1. One more time. Lights go out and we go. Looking like we're going to go single file restart, Matt. And again, big opportunity for Robbie Swan to advance forward and start a little higher up in tonight's main event after that qualifying run, which sent him right at the back of the bus.
Yeah, absolutely. Time to let them loose, though, out of turn number 4. We're going to get set to go back to green. And Caleb Durgan jumps on the front pedals. The green flag flies once again here for heat race number 1.
Durgan going straight to the cushion into turn number 1. Down to the middle, out of turn number 2. Ryan Conrad follows in the 3:27. Into 3 and 4 for the penultimate time here in heat race number 1. Matt, the white flag is out. 1 lap left to run.
Down to turns 1 and 2 for your race leader, Caleb Durgan. The white flag is out down the back straight away into turn 3 and 4 for the final time. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Caleb Durgan collecting the checkered flag at the start line. He'll take the win in heat race number 1. Conrad home in second. Then you're back to James Boniface. Home in position number 3. Well, Robbie Swan gave it all in the 37 car. There is your official results on screen. Caleb Durgan gets the job done over Ryan Conrad, James Boniface, Robbie Swan, Brennan Weeks. Your top 5. Then go back to Tristan Bailey, Justin Pennicove. You're back to Tyler Calhoun and Anthony Calf in the 90 machine running out your 9-car field. Brett, we're going to take a look at your grid right now for heat race number 2.
Here we go, heat number 2. This will line up the outside row of tonight's feature event. Jared Melter lines up the 30 from position number 1. The 21 of Jeremy Chris will start to the outside at a position number 2.
Tyler Cox will start the 68 car from position number 3 to his outside. The 28 machine, that is Dennis Runer.
Steve Spees lines up the 013 from position number 5, and Carl Dersham will start the 93 from position number 6.
Position number 7, we'll see the 33 car of Shane Greco and Kyle Weisenberger. The 762 will start from position number 8, and my bad, I said Runer. It's actually Runner. My bad,
yes,
Dennis.
Yes, I was actually just going to correct you on that one, but I figured I'd wait.
Up.
Yeah, I figured we'd wait till we got the starting grid out.
Sorry about that, Dennis. If you're watching, mate, it's my bad. Dennis Runner in the 28 car will start from the 4th position. So, Brett, heat race number 2, final heat race for the night. We saw a good one in heat race number 1, apart from the caution with Tyler Calhoun. But hey, we get set to go once again for heat race number 2. Another 9 laps on the board.
Yep, that's it. Again, those mistakes, they do happen. They can creep in from time to time. Heat number 2 here of the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series. Jared Melton, he says, "Right, boys, let's go racing." And Tyler Cox getting a good start, immediately moving into 2nd position and going straight to the caution. Runner and Chris wheel to wheel. Jeremy Chris coming back to the middle of the 21. Dennis Runner in the 28 down to the inside. New voice leader. It's going to be Tyler Cox looking at the end of lap number 1.
Down to turns 1 and 2 they go. Cox on the bottom side. The 68 machine is on point right now. Here comes the DirtFX Designs number 30 of Jared Melton running the cushion. Here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Down the main show they go. 2 laps in the books. We've got 7 remaining in heat race number 2. Final heat race of the night before we go into tonight's A-main action. And well, down through turns 3 and 4 this time by Melton catches the fence on the outside of turn number 3 though, Brett. Hey, your race leader at the moment, Tyler Cox.
Yeah, Tyler Cox started position number 3. He quickly got to second before taking the race lead at the end of lap number 1. Meanwhile, Jeremy Chris, who got a bad start on the initial start, as Jared Melton getting in the back room. We've got a car, maybe a car or 2 there at the back. Carl Dersham, Steve Spees, Shane Greco involved here. We'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. We know the drivers are A-OK. There's Dersham in the 93. You see Melton get into him. Spees come in and, oh, one car going upside down. That's the 33 of Shane Greco. Well, you're off the racetrack, but to the other guys, how about this? We'll throw one sentence at all 3 of us. Boys, you can't park there.
Absolutely right. So I'll tell you what though, good save for Jerry McCris in the 21 car. Holds it down in position number 2, so let's see what's going to happen. Jared Melton now down the back in the 30 machine. He'll restart in position number 7. As Kyle Weisenberger looking to come back up in the pack. He'll restart in position number 5. So, Brett, we're going to get set to let them loose once again, mate. Tyler Cox. I'll tell you what, though. Just before we do so, this racetrack, mate, is starting to pan out real nice.
Yeah, it really is. And considering we've only got, what we say, 17 cars, it shouldn't get all that slick, but just that also will depend on how long the warm-up session is going to be, whether it gets reset or not. So just a couple of, obviously, variables to think about when moving forward in the rest of the night. Beard, what's going on, brother? We're doing well. How are you and how is everybody else? And here we go. Matt, 5 down, 4 to run. Heat race number 2.
Down the main straight they go out of turn number 4. This time the green flag is back out. Tyler Cox leads them down to 1 and 2. Dennis Runner back there in the 4th position. Sorry, the 3rd position at the moment in the 28 car. Kyle Weisenberger back there in position before. Jeremy Chris catches the outside concrete wall in turn number 3. Unsettled the race car big time and kept his foot in the bucket. Good to see the 21 car regain position number 2 right now. Runner was on the inside of Jeremy Chris. Meanwhile, down the back, shot away into turn number 3 and 4. We've got 2 team cars going at it. Weisenberger. So that is Melton in the 93 car of Kyle Dersham. Meanwhile, there is a battle going on between Kyle Weisenberger and Steve Spees in the 013 machine down to turns 3 and 4. This time by Brett, the white flag will come out.
Yeah, 1 lap left to run for your race leader, Tyler Cox. After starting inside your 2nd row, he got a good launch and working down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Checkers around for heat race number 2, and Tyler Cox will win. 2nd will go to Jeremy Chris, Dennis Runner in 3rd, Kyle Weisenberger 4th, Steve Spees. Rounds out your top 5, then you go back to Kyle Dersham, Jared Melton, and Shane Greco coming home in the 8th position. No consolation races, that's heat racing done. Now we've just got a main event left to come on the program. Let's take a quick look at heat race number 2 results, and there it is. Tyler Cox getting the win from Jeremy Chris in 2nd, Dennis Runner 3rd, Kyle Weisenberger in 4th, Steve Spees rounds out your top 5, Jared Melton 7th, and then we go back to Shane Greco in the 8th position. Matt, normally we'd obviously take commercial breaks and whatnot from here on out because there's 5 minutes of warm-up where we can play some music, but I think we'll leave the mics open. I think we'll sort of interact with the chat and see how they're all going, but as these drivers are on the racetrack, Matt, well, they might get a lot slicker than what I anticipated.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's just watching this racetrack at the moment from the wall cam, and you can see how it just starts to get slick on the bottom side and comes out high through turn number 1 and 2, 3 and 4, sorry, on the main straightaway here at the dirt track. And Charlie, can see where these guys are trying to run into the racetrack. Right now, you can see a lot of guys trying to run the top side. So, well, let's have a look at the chat right now here on the Facebook live stream. Anthony Calf tuning in, so good to see him on the boards for tonight. Ryan Lambie, we're doing well, mate. And hopefully everything is well over in your neck of the woods.
You know who Ryan Lambie is, don't you?
Yes, DirtFX game.
Yes, okay, yes. And look, just making sure, because some people might not know the dude.
No, absolutely. Seen him with a few streams here on UltimateDirtTV, so hopefully, actually seen him play Call of Duty the other night. So yeah, I know. Yeah, look. I tell you what, though, the new one doesn't look all that bad. I'm going to be honest. The new Call of Duty doesn't look all that bad. It looks pretty cool when you play it in high quality.
Yeah, no, I'm going to throw a yeah, nah at you. No, I'm not a Call of Duty fan.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, race fans, it's good when we can interact with all you guys and things like that here on the stream. So we're going to throw it down. I'll tell you what, in Speedway Racing, Brett, we know that there is a lot of different classes between throughout America and Australia, yes?
Yeah.
What would be your, apart from sprint cars, what would be your most favourite class to watch throughout America and Australia?
Sprint cars.
Apart from sprint cars.
Features, or as they're called in America, midgets, or
yes,
you want to get technical, short wheelbase wingless, but no, midgets.
That's cool. We're going to open this up to the crowd as well here on Ultimate Dirt TV. So let's see what you guys think on the stream. Let's see what class you guys like to watch over there. I know a lot of these guys like to support the micro sprints over there, as I'm pretty sure they're known as in America, Brett. So those little things around Millbridge Speedway we've seen on Dirt Vision. It is absolutely wicked when they run the top side.
It is. I was actually just going to give you an inside joke, but one thing that I learnt last night was probably leave the inside jokes off air. So I won't go with that off air joke. Hello, Nicholas. Hello, Brandon Michael. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Appreciate the support. Yeah, looking like a very good night of racing. We had a couple of good heat races. Just 2 yellows so far, 1 in each heat. Matt, let's play a game of over and under. Let's go.
Okay.
We've got 17 cars. Let's play. I think we're looking at a 50-lap main event or a 40-lap main event, something like that. Let's have a caution number limit. Let's play the overs or unders. I'll give you a 5.5. So if you think there's going to be 5 of those cautions, say under. If you think there's going to be 6 or more cautions, say over.
We've got 17 cars.
You know what? That's just not for that. That's actually everybody up there on the streams, whether you're watching on Facebook,
we can do that.
YouTube, or Twitch. Again, the number is 5.5. But over or under on the caution flags tonight.
Over.
All right. You know what? Just for the sake of being competitive, you know I've got to go different to you. You know I'm going to go under.
Okay. Cool. So like as per Brett said, race fans, we're going to open this up to the race fans as well. So
actually,
let's see what you guys reckon.
I got an even better idea. I can't believe I just thought of this just now.
Okay.
I'm going to create a poll.
Let's do it. So, race fans, while Brett gets that done with the poll here on the Facebook live stream and across YouTube and Twitch, let's see. We're going to take a look right now at your feature starting grid here for the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series, proudly brought to you by Kings of Sling and She's Fresh Food Mates Order. Starting from position number 17 will be the 90 car. It's the Ice Cream Man of Anthony Calf. Starting from position number 16 with the 33 car of Shane Greco. To his inside from position number 15 with the 94 car of Tyler Calhoun.
Position number 14, driving car number 30, it's Jared Milton to the inside. The RDR Racing, number 25, position 13, Justin Petticoat.
Starting from position number 12, he drives to DirtFX. It is the 93 of Kyle Dersham. Position number 11 with the 000 car of Tristan Bailey.
And we go to position number 10. In the 013, it's Steve Spees to the inside. Position number 9, the 202 of Brennan Weeks.
Starting from position number 8 will be the 762 car of Kyle Weisenberger. Position number 7 for Ryko Motorsports E-Performance within 37 car of Robbie Swan from position number 7.
Outside your third row, position number 6, it's the 28 of Dennis Runner to the inside, the 213, position number 5, James Boniface.
On the outside of the second row, position number 4 with the 21 car of Jeremy Chris to his inside of row number 2, position number 3 with the 327 car of Ryan Conrad.
And your front row for tonight's main event, the outside, position number 2, the 68 of Tyler Cox, and to the inside for CJB and ZMR, it's the 17 of Caleb Durgan. Matt, I've just noticed Caleb Durgan, he's done for this. He didn't even make the start, so he's not going to attempt to run. Whether he comes out later on, not too sure, but that's going to move the entire inside row. Ladies and gentlemen, the DirtFX Design V-Block Modified Series 40 laps around the dirt track at Charlotte. We are racing down into turn number 1 and 2, Matt.
Down the back straight where they go for the final time. Robbie Swan! Oh, there was contact between the 213 car of James Boniface, and the big one is on right now here at the dirt track at Charlotte. We are yellow, and one car on its side in turn number 3 and 4.
Yeah, it's Tyler Cox. He raced leader.
No.
Well, second place.
Not good, Tyler Cox. Ooh. Oh, Robbie Swan got in there. Ouch. Well, good news though, Brett. As we know, all drivers are A-OK, apart from when we see that.
I like it, you know. Bit of camaraderie happening.
Absolutely. There we go. He's back on all 4 wheels now.
That he is. So, hats off. Round of applause for Shane Greco doing the honourable thing, getting Tyler Cox in the 68 back on all 4s. And the good news, Matt, is because we don't count caution laps, he's not going to lose any laps. The only thing he's lost is 14th position from running second. He's now back in 16th position.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, mate. So, let's see what happens on this restart, though, race fans. Let's see who's going to take out tonight's A-main as the pace car pulls in. Here at the dirt track at Charlotte, it's time to let these cars loose once again in single file formation. We've got 4 laps complete here at the dirt track at Charlotte. We go racing.
Ryan Conrad, the 327, the man that inherited the pole position, courtesy of Caleb Durgan, not making the start of tonight's 40-lap main event. Now you're watching Brennan Weeks and Dennis Runner running the 28 on the outside, the inside, the 12 of Brennan Weeks trying to take over that third position on the racetrack. Keep an eye right now, Steve Speeds, Tristan Bailey in the double O. Matt, no relation to you, but I'll tell you what, Bailey, he's doing the name proud. He's done more than you've done around here last night at Charlotte.
Oh, thanks, mate.
You're welcome.
Thanks, mate. Absolutely. Down to turns 1 and 2, Tristan Bailey driving the 00 car here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. Down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Runs right through the slick in turn number 3. Juice up high out of turn number 4. Down the main straight away this time. 4 laps in the books. We've got 32 remaining, or 31 remaining, should I say.
Bit more. Keep going.
32. 36. My bad.
5 down, 35 to go this time after your race leader.
Close.
Yeah, a couple of laps time, you would have been close. Brennan Weeks, he's fending off a challenge, or trying to fend off a challenger, a return there from Dennis Runner. Runner back to the outside, but right now Bailey. When you go back to Kyle Dersham, Steve Speeds, nearly 3 wide. Matt, the night time is really upon us. The lights are on here at the dirt track at Charlotte, and we've got a good battle for 2, 3, and 4.
Absolutely we do. Down to turns 3 and 4 this time by. Down to turns 3 and 4. Exiting turn 4. And I tell you what, Dennis Runner in the 28 car is having an enormous run right now. On the bottom side of the speedway, takes over the second position from Jeremy Chris. Down the back chute, they run wheel to wheel in turn number 3 and 4. Wow, good racing so far as we are yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now, just as Dennis Runner made the inside pass on Brennan Weeks and the 21 of Jeremy Chris, the caution flag flies. So whether he has to give those spots back or whether he had that spot at the start-finish line. And poor old the ice cream man of Anthony Karp, he's back pit side, and well, apparently he's wheel broke. That's, yeah, Matt, to me, that's less than ideal.
Absolutely. I had it in. I was going to, as we said earlier, we're going to keep the inside jokes off air. So I had a good one, but anywho,
now you make me want to listen to it, but we can't. Well, we can.
I know.
It's not going to make sense to other people. You're like, what are you blokes on about?
Absolutely. So the ice cream man, Anthony Calf. Oh no, got all sorts of sideways. And we can't use the car park their situation there, Brett, because he parked on the infield.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he did. I was looking at it. I was like, well, you know what? Technically, you can park there.
That's right.
Hang on, I got a better idea. New one coming up. Calf, you can park there.
That's it. So as we go back to, we are back here at live pictures. The pace car pulls off, Brett. We are set for a restart.
Looking at completing your 8th lap, meaning 32 laps left to run. The field in 2x2 formation. The 327 of Ryan Conrad. Conrad stands on the gas. We're back to green. Jeremy Chris immediately with a good start on the inside there of Dennis Runner. Runner in the 28, but here's Jeremy Chris to the inside, but Runner, he takes back over second position, will shut the door on the 21 of Jeremy Chris and Brennan Weeks all over the back. A number of drivers hard into the concrete wall. One car goes upside down. Well, we're staying green.
Yeah, I was going to... no, there it is. The yellow flag comes out.
Is that 3?
It is.
It's 3 cautions, 10 laps. Not looking good for my unders, Matt.
Well, they'll, as race control, we'll be chatting to these drivers and getting them lined up in single file formation for this restart. So we'll restack them and get set to go once again here at the dirt track at Charlotte. I'll tell you what, Brett, this track at the moment, mate, starting to pan out real nice right now.
Yeah, it definitely is. You see the drivers, some of the drivers leaning on the cushion. You see the drivers leaning on the cushion into turn 1. Then they use the middle part of the racetrack. So somewhat of a cutback line into 1 and 2. And then drivers going bottom, drivers going top, even sliding from the middle to the cushion. I'm not going to lie, Matt. Had I done that this was at Charlotte tonight, I probably would have said, yeah, you do the production truck. I'm going to bring the big block modified out, but I really like the big blocks around here.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to throw you in the deep water here, Brett. If you were sitting in one of these race cars right now, what would you be doing for everyone watching at home on UltimateDirtTV?
I would just be looking at the racetrack, just trying to figure out where I'm going to run and just sort of get a plan on what and how I'm going to attack this next part of the race, because once we go back to green, we're essentially going to be 10 down, 30 to go. So we're a quarter of the way home. We've had 3 yellows. You're just hoping and praying that, we get that long green flag run. But again, I'd be looking at where I'm going to be running, and obviously depending on where, if I was restarting on the bottom or restarting on the top, that would take into the fact that, how I want to get to where I want to be.
Well, there it is, race fans. Bit of insight from one of the cool guys here on Ultimate Dirt TV and the main man behind the scenes, Mr. Brett Wheeler. So as we line up in 2x2 formation once again, race fans, we're going to get set to let them loose once again here at the dirt track at Charlotte. with Ryan Conrad, your race leader, out of turn number 4 as they jump back on the final pedal. We go back to racing.
Back underway, there was some contact from about the 4th or 5th row. We're going to stay green. Jeremy Chris immediately moves into position number 2. And then Dennis Runner, he'll slip back to 3rd. We'll go 3 wide for the runner-up position. Dennis Runner, Brennan Weeks, Jeremy Chris. Dennis Runner has 2nd of the line, followed by the 21. Jeremy Chris now into the wall. And look out, we may be going yellow again. And that is caution number 4. Tyler Cox, 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Unfortunate for Tyler Cox in the 68 car. Tough break for Tyler here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte as we are under yellow lights once again. So don't forget, race fans, after this we will be heading to the Lernerville Speedway for the iRacing Champions League with the Pro Lap Models on board for that show. Hopefully that will be as equally as good as what we've seen here tonight so far at the dirt track at Charlotte. So if you guys have been watching UltimateDirtTV here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte, we encourage you to tune in once again for the iRacing Champions League with the Pro Late Models on the program for that one. Well, Brett, looks like they're going to line up in single file formation for this restart, mate. But hey, I'll tell you what, Ryan Conrad, he's not letting this this race go astray.
We actually had quite a big lead once we had that, I think 4 or 5, maybe 6 green, lap green flag run. He actually built up quite a handy lead. So, I mean, at the moment he's certainly got some car speed. Lights go out around the venue and on the safety car. Be very keen to keep an eye on the likes of Dennis Runner outside front row, Brennan Weeks, who has showed some good speed. But take a look at the man inside row 3, your Knoxville race winner of Robbie Swan in the 37. He restarts position number 5, and there's still plenty of laps left, Matt. Again, if he can just stay out of the trouble and get to the front and not waste any time passing these cars, he's going to be a very, very big threat here tonight.
Definitely is. We've got 27 to go. Here at the dirt track at Charlotte, we go back to racing, down to 1 and 2. Swan on the bottom side of the speedway. What about this restart from the 37 car? Gets into the 33, Shane Greco. And we are going to go yellow once again. Oh my. Oh dear. What? That was an awesome restart for the 37 car, Robbie Swan, and unfortunate contact between himself and the 33 car of Shane Greco. And looks like we've got one car on its side in turn number 3.
Where's the camaraderie, Matt? Where is the camaraderie now? Here it is. Oh, hit him once. Hit him twice. Okay, Kyle, come on. You're better than that. Oh, no, here we go. The man that saved the race before. Oh, no, turn the wheels the other way. Turn the wheels into the ground. Shane Greco, looking to be a 2-time hero. Oh, and he's done it.
Yeah, it is.
He's done it again.
How good's that?
He's a hero. Just give him the checkers flag already.
He might have to be on the crash crew, mate.
He is the true winner here tonight.
Absolutely.
We are going to award him, and I'm just making this up right now. We're going to award him Shane Greco. He's going to be our driver of the night.
That's cool.
Speaking of driver of the night, let's do something different. Jerry Vanskoy used to do this. We used to have a fan of the week here on Ultimate Dirt TV. I reckon we go with a fan of the broadcast, or a fan of the night, or fan of the race.
Cool. Let's do that.
Best comment, one that makes us laugh. Just be yourself and enjoy yourself. Here we go. 13 down, 27 to go. 5 cautions. Matt, for the betting's sake, I've got to hope there's no more cautions. Otherwise, you win.
That's it. Down to turns 3 and 4, though, this time by into turn number 3 and 4. Brennan Weeks now up to position number 2 on the speedway. But here comes the 37 car of Robbie Swan. They've got 26 to go. Here at the dirt track at Charlotte here tonight for the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series. Down to turns 3 and 4 they go. Swan goes to the top side. Runner back in position number 4 right now. Boniface in 5. Pentacove back in position number 6. The top side is the place to be around the speedway right now. And how good Ryan Conrad. He's got a commanding race lead as we go yellow.
I can't believe I didn't pick this up. I can't believe I hadn't said this all night. Dennis has been trying to do a runner on the field.
Well done, mate.
And
Good.
yeah, look, and it hasn't taken me that many weeks to come up with it.
So we want to do this tonight, race fans. We want to see who will be our
Fan of the
who will
night.
have the fan of the night. Yes, with the best comment on the stream. So I'm sure, Brett, you've got all the comments there. I've got the Facebook ones.
Yep.
From
I do.
YouTube and Twitch. I've
Correct.
got. So we'll see what we can do with that one. So we encourage all race fans to get involved with this one. We've got 15 laps in the books. We're working lap number 16 of 40 on the speedway.
Just a FYI too, we had 11 votes on the over and under cautions. It finished up.
Mine included.
Yeah, negative. Ours included. It finished up 13 votes.
Yeah.
10-3 in favour of over. So for the people that went under, oh well, aren't you a silly sausage?
Oh dear. So let's see, race fans. Brett, it's time, mate. We've got 15 laps in the books. Let's go back to racing this time by.
We will indeed. Ryan Conrad has been the man to beat so far in this main event. Green flag flying once again here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte. The DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series brought to you by Sheets and Kings of Sling. Calvoda, about $1.25, I'm going to say, mate. Yeah.
That's a good one, that one. I like that. So out of turn 4 they go. This time into turns 1 and 2. Ryan Conrad, still your race leader. Brennan Weeks still holding it down nicely in the second position right now. I'll tell you what, Brett, if he gets the second position here tonight within the closing laps of tonight's A main, even though we've still got 22 to go.
Yeah, you're on it, Matt.
I'll tell you what, it'll be his first podium of the season so far with the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modifieds.
Well, again, we'll see what happens here. As again, we're closing in on half race distance right now. Swan diving down to the inside now on Brennan Weeks. Weeks up on the top side of the racetrack, Matt. We mentioned earlier, multiple lane racing right now. You've got drivers on the top, you've got drivers on the bottom, and we've got yellows coming out.
Oh, Shane Greco, the 33 car, the driver of the night, has gone around in turn number 3 and 4. And I'll tell you what, Brett, that's a good one coming in through from Calavoda. He expects the discount on the next bill. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah. Well, my
He's trying.
yeah, my one was lucky for him that the bill went up. So the bill goes up, and then I'll apply that discount.
So there you go. There we have it, race fans. So as you can see on the chat, if you're watching on Facebook,
Actually,
we
it's
encouraged.
probably a good question for Calavoda. Actually, he'd know about this. I should
Okay.
I should know this. They've actually got the TeamVLR.com Gobbler coming up. Calavoda, what date is that? Time? And I know they're running street stocks. And what track are you going to? Tell me you've got a decent track for street stocks.
We hope so. Let's go back to racing, though. Here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte, we are under green flag conditions. Robbie Swan closing in on the 12 car. Brennan Weeks, he's lost all the momentum, though. In the 37 car, call the concrete wall. In turn number 3 and 4. Meanwhile, 19 remaining here in tonight's A main. Down the back shot. Oh, here comes Tyler Cox. The 68 car is on point after spinning out in turns 1 and 2 earlier on tonight. And, well, he's back up now to a 4th position on the speedway. Down to turns 1 and 2. They go into turns number 3 and 4 this time by. Now they've got 16 to go. No, my bad, not 19. It was 20. No, yes, it is 16
Oh,
to go.
look, I'm gonna take the keys to that excavator out. It's now gonna be 16, Matt.
It'll be... Okie dokie. It was there. I should have said 17. My bad.
You're close.
I was on point. I was on point. On point. So there is Weisenberger in the 762 car, back in position behind. Jeremy Chris on the top side. After restarting down the back of the bus, but he's back up into a top 10.
They're gonna say I'm sort of keeping an eye on Tyler Cox coming through the field. Remember, he was involved in that first caution where Robbie Swan got into the back and then he got flipped over. He was on his side. Then, of course, Shane Greco, the Superman, flipped him back over on his side. And now all of a sudden you see Tyler Cox from the back. He's up to position number 4. So he's really working that 68 machine to treat down the back straight away. He's looking at about a 1.2 second gap back to Brennan Weeks, who's now still trying to battle with Robbie Swan for the minor placings right now. But we go yellow on lap 27. Well, completed at 27, so 28 down. Ryan Conrad had about a 2-second lead.
Yeah, it's not what you want here tonight. Ryan Conrad would be probably shaking his head right now in that race car, going, no, I've just lost all that lead. So as they'll bunch him up once again. And as we know, Brett, we know speedway racing is a brutal game when it comes to either real life or here on iRacing. And I tell you what, these guys tonight, it's been a pretty good lot of racing here tonight at Dirt Track at Charlotte.
Yeah, it really has. And, considering that, the car count might be low, I tell you what, the quality that we've seen in the heat races is just absolutely phenomenal. Just a couple of cautions. But that little run there that we just had, again, that just shows these drivers, once they've sort of found their groove, they can then think about starting to make their move. So with 12 to go, this is what we wanted to see. Robbie Swan outside the front row, but Ryan Conrad, again, he's just been so hard to beat here tonight.
Yeah, he sure has. The 327 car for Ryco Motorsports. So, Brett, I reckon that'll be pretty cool. Calavota's come back through with a comment. 30th of the 11th, I believe, at Volusia for street stocks.
Correct. It's at the end of the month. So we're looking at, about 3 weeks' time for that one?
Yeah. So I reckon that might be pretty cool to have those cars run around there. That'll be something to watch, I reckon. Well, Brett, we're set to go restart time here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte.
We go back to green. Ryan Conrad again with a good launch down into turn number 1. Swan on the outside of Brennan Weeks, and you go back to Tyler Cox. There was just a little bit of a malfunction there, but we go back racing into turns 3 and 4. 11 to go for your race leader, Ryan Conrad.
Down to turns 1 and 2 they go. Swan on the top side. Tyler Cox is right there. And we go back to yellow. Tyler Cox, what a run tonight in the 68 car. Monumental for that 68 machine tonight. I'll tell you what, Brett, even after looping the car in turn 1 and 2 on that first initial caution involving Robbie Swan in the 37 car, I'll tell you what, this guy, he's not giving up the fight in that 68.
Almost reminds me of a Braden Miller last night who ran the sprint cars here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte, where you guys raced in the Ultimate Dirt League for Cabworks Kitchens, and Miller went from the C main and came second in the B and then won the A. So it's, again, over the past less than 24 hours, we've seen 2 phenomenal runs in 2 different race cars at 360s. Now we're seeing it in the big block modifieds.
Yeah, that's right, mate. And yeah, let's not dwell on last night from my point of view. Anyway.
No, you actually done more laps in the heat than what you did in the feature.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't the way we wanted to end the night last night, but unfortunate in that first wreck, we sort of had nowhere to go. But yeah, anywho, it was good to at least make my first A main of the season with the Ultimate Dirt League, and hopefully we'll be back next season with those guys. So it'll be pretty cool to jump back in the race car once again. Well, Brett, once again, mate, we're set to go here at the dirt track at Charlotte. We'll go back to green this time by with now 10 to go.
Yep, 3/4 of the race distance complete. Ryan Conrad, here he goes, jumping on the gas. Keep an eye on Tyler Cox and Robbie Swan. This is going to be a good battle for the runner-up position. Do they have something for your race leader? Into 1 and 2 we go. Swan on the outside, Cox through the middle of the racetrack. Swan the 37, Cox the 68, and we are yellow.
I think that might have been Brennan Weeks in the 12 car. Caught the wall there in turns 1 and 2. As he's now gotten the virtual tow back to the pit area. So
Never good. Never good.
no, it's not.
Was that the same tow that you had last night too?
Yes, it was. I tell you what, but the racetrack was mighty quick last night. It was pretty awesome there in the heat race. So, looks like one car coming back out onto the speedway. That is Kyle Weisenberger in the 762 car. Good to see him back out there in the field. And he'll restart down the back of the bus in position number 14. So your race leader, Brett, he's really handing it to these guys here tonight.
Yeah, he's really showing them who's boss, and it doesn't matter whether you won 2 weeks ago at Knoxville or whether you've already had a season win so far in the DirtFX Design Big Block Modified Series. The 327 of Ryan Conrad, he wants to put his name in the history books here tonight at the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. He wants to be crowned the king or the champion of Charlotte, actually.
Yeah. Well, race fans, let's get set to let them loose right now. We'll complete lap number 31, which will give us 9 laps to go. Here in A-Main competition here tonight as we go back to green. Down to a 1 and 2 they go. Conrad on the top side. Robbie Swan is there as well. Tyler Cox. Another good restart on the 68 car, but here comes James Boniface. This time by, they'll have 8 to go.
Now Boniface, after starting in position number 5, he's had his fair share of dramas with cars around him. He's just been slow and steady, picking up the pace. And they say slow and steady wins the race, but right now he's running 4, so that might just have to be for the driver of the 213 machine. As we go back to Dennis Ryder again, who's in position number 5. Your top 5 have pretty much spread themselves out. Well, a lot of these cars, Matt, they've really spread themselves out on the racetrack.
Yeah, they certainly have, mate, which is good to see. So a lot of these guys will be starting to pick up the pace here around the racetrack right now. They've got 6 to go. Here at the dirt track at Charlotte, your race leader, Ryan Conrad, with a commanding race lead. Down to 3 and 4 they go this time by. Conrad's gone to the bottom. We've not seen him run the top most of the race here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. Robbie Swan, though, running the top side of the speedway. Conrad goes back to the top. There is Tyler Cox on screen, battling with James Boniface in the 213 car. Now, this is for minor placings here tonight for the A-Main. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it's now down to 4 to go.
Yeah, just 4 circuits remaining here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And we go yellow one more time. Just as the battle between Tyler Cox and James Boniface was really starting to heat up. And, man, I almost got the feeling that James Boniface, he wasn't done with Tyler Cox just yet. Tyler Cox, he was good in the early parts of this one. But now just looking at it, it almost looks like he was too good too early on.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes, like I said earlier, it's a brutal game in speedway racing because you can be good in the early parts of the race, but then come towards the closing part of the A-Main or a heat race or a last chance qualifier. Sometimes what will happen is what you'll notice with the race cars, and this is for people watching at home as well. You'll notice in speedway racing, what will happen is you'll notice some race cars were really good in the early parts of the race, so within the first 2 to 3 laps. Then in the closing parts of the race, then you'll see cars start to maybe slow down a little bit. They might be off the pace a tad. Sometimes the car setup will play into effect with that. So we'll see what happens here tonight. We're going to have, when we come back to the green flag, though, race fans will have 3 laps remaining.
3 laps is all that separates Ryan Conrad and victory here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Again, we've spoken about Robbie Swan, Tyler Cox. Have they got anything for him? How far can James Boniface? Can he advance any further positions, or will we be happy and settled for a 4th place finish? Again, a lot of questions that have to be answered in these next 4 laps. Make that, what have we got, 3? We'll just wait and see what the ticket is, whether it stays on 37 or whether it goes back to 36. Looks like it's going to stay 37, so 3 to go, Matt. And your race leader, the 327 of Ryan Conrad, leads us down off the turn number 4.
Absolutely, down the main straight they run for this time into turns number 1 and 2. 3 laps to go for the race leader. Down the back straight away, all on point right now for the 327 of Ryan Conrad. Robbie Swan back there in the 37 car, then back to Tyler Cox in the 68. Now they've got the popsicle sticks around. 2 laps left to go, Brett, here at the dirt track at Charlotte.
Well, that is all the Ryan Conrad show at the moment. He stays low through 3 and 4. He will see the white flag is out. Your DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series about to come to a close, and there is a 327. He's gotten through turn number 1 and 2, all fine and dandy, into 3 and 4 for the penultimate time. The twin checkers are around here at the dirt track at Charlotte, and Ryan Conrad will go to victory lane. Robbie Swan home in 2nd, Tyler Cox 3rd, James Boniface 4th, and rounding out your top 5 unofficially will go to Dennis Runner. But Matt, we are finished in the main event. It's time to take a look at your official results. Here it is. Ryan Conrad, Robbie Swan, Tyler Cox, James Boniface, and Dennis Runner. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Justin Pentacope in 6th. Tyler Calhoun 7th. Jared Melton 8th. Tristan Bailey 9th. And Steve Spees rounds out your top 10.
Yeah, we'll take a look at your back half now. Jeremy Chris home in position number 11. Kyle Weisenberger home in position number 12. Kyle Dersham in position 13. Anthony Calf. And a good drive tonight for Anthony. Came home in position number 14. Then we go back to Brennan Weeks in 15. Shane Greco 16th. And the driver of the night here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Then back to Caleb Durgan, rounding out your 17 car field. Well, race fans, we're going to go down now to Victory Lane and chat with your top 3. And we'll bring in your race winner. Home in position number 1 tonight. And a good drive for this guy, Ryan Conrad. Ryan, mate, a good drive here tonight, mate. You were unbeatable all night here at the dirt track at Charlotte in that A-main.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We struggled a little bit in the heat race a little bit. I was a little looser, but Durgan didn't connect in, so that gave me the pull of the feet. That set me up pretty good for through the night there, and the car was really fast.
Mate, your first initial win here for the Kings of Sling DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series. It must feel good to get that win under your belt.
Oh, yeah, for sure it does, especially with all the stout drivers in this league. Wasn't expecting to win in this league, to be honest.
Mate, a fantastic drive here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte for the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series, mate. Now, a lot of good people behind the scenes and a lot of good people in this race car that you'd like to thank.
I got to give a huge thanks to Ryko, Ken over at Ryko, Colin Bocus for making the setup for this race, and it was a killer setup. Got to thank huge thanks to him. And I got to thank Nicholas Ham Designs for the stellar wrap. And that's it.
Well, mate, congratulations on the win. Go and celebrate, mate, and we'll see you back next week. We're going to catch up now with our second place runner, Robbie Swan, and home in the second place here tonight. And Robbie, mate, a good run here for you tonight here at the dirt track at Charlotte, mate. But hey, second place, better than nothing, I guess.
Sorry, 1 second. I can't hear you over Brandon.
That's all right, mate. All good.
Oh, now I can hear you. Sorry.
That's all right, mate. Just quickly, just touching on tonight here at the dirt track at Charlotte, mate. Second place for you. How did that race pan out for you here tonight?
Oh, first off, I want to say that I'm glad to see the 68 car made it back up front. I felt terrible for that incident on lap 1. I came down the backstretch, and from what was explained to me, that I came up a little bit, and Boniface came down, and we made contact, and I was just trying to save it. I looked up in my mirror to see if we were going to be good going into the corner, and I didn't expect him to run low, and it was just a rookie mistake. I feel real bad that I got into the back of him, but I'm glad he got back up front, and I'm glad we got a second place finish.
Well, mate, congratulations on the second place run here tonight. Now that you a lot of good people on this race car that you'd like to thank.
Yeah, I want to thank Ryko Motorsports, MDI TV, Nichols Ham Graphics, and you guys for this awesome broadcast.
Well, mate, congratulations on second place. We'll see you back next week, mate. And, well, we're going to go down to third now with the third place car, the 68 machine of Tyler Cox. And Tyler, mate, you sort of got involved with a bit of an incident there in turn number 1 with the initial caution there, mate. But, hey, third place, an awesome drive here tonight.
Yeah, it wasn't bad considering how it started. Seems like every week I get turned on the first or second lap, so I've got used to it by now. But we rebounded good. The car was okay. It wasn't perfect.
Mate, so obviously sustained a little bit of damage on that race car. How did it affect the handling of your race car throughout that race after the initial contact?
Made the car want to kind of just four-wheel slide up the track. I don't know if I got some left front damage there once I got spun and hit or what, but it really wouldn't turn into the corner very good. It just wanted to kind of go up the hill, so that hurt me a little bit, but we'll take third and go on.
Well, mate, an awesome run here tonight at the Dirt Track of Charlotte. Congratulations on third place. A lot of good people in this race car, a lot of good people behind the scenes, mate. We know that help get this 68 car back out on the track each and every week. Yeah,
just a shout out to the old Dig Gang. As a team, we kind of put our heads together on setups and do the best we can with that, and All-Star Services and Cox Properties.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Cox, home in position number 3. Well, race fans, we thank you for watching Ultimate Dirt TV here tonight. On behalf of myself, Matt Bailey, and Brett Wheeler, we say goodnight. We'll see you back in about 50 minutes' time for the iRacing Champions League here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We go to Lernerville Speedway with the Pro Late Models on the program. Until then, myself, Matt Bailey, and Brett Wheeler, our co-commentator and production man in the trailer for tonight. We'll see you guys back shortly here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Good night.